Hi.
I was gonna say we are live because I just like posted places we are live, and I'm like, if someone's watching that, they probably know we're live. But
Probably.
never assume.
And the only other
Wasn't
option
it
is
like,
watching it in the replay, and then it's not live. So either
yeah,
way,
because we have so many people that watch via replay. Isn't the phrase like, an assumptions makes an ass of me and
you and me, yeah.
you and me, okay, or assume, or whatever. Anyways, hello and welcome to WIP Wednesday. For those who have a discerning eye, you can tell that it is not Sam and
It
CB
looks a little different today.
uh, Rowan and CB. I'm CB, that's Rowan. Um, we could
I
have
am
little
Rowan.
names up, but apparently I'm not doing that today.
I would
Um,
love to see our names.
okay, I'll pull up our names.
What if they
Uh,
forget who I am in 30
whom
seconds?
you am?
They
Actually,
forget who I
bring up names. I usually do. Settings, video. This is way too much work. I'm just expecting a text from Sam being like, "Girl, what?" Um,
later.
wait.
Oh, is it a grudge match now?
There. Supposedly. Okay, I turned them on, but they're still not there. Um, on. Oh, screen share names, host names. There we go. Um. Anyways, today is WIP Wednesdays, that where we work on our whips because it is Wednesday. Um, and today I will be working on Storm's Heir, which is my gay dragon novel, gay romantasy dragon novel. And Rowan, which will you be working on?
I will be working on Nocturne, which is my urban gothic horror novel.
I wasn't sure if I put gothic in the description. I was like, gothic story.
Gothic,
Um,
it's based on the weird time I had at school.
yeah, I was like, is it horror? Are we going full in for horror? So I just kind of like
I'm not
let it
describing it as
happen.
horror. It's going to
Yeah,
be horror-ish.
eventually, yeah. Not
Spoiler.
shit. No. I'm excited for it. We're writing different vibes of places, but both have an
We're both
origin
gay.
outside of rock.
Hey, we're both both gay.
Represent a school that doesn't exist anymore. um, so today I am doing revisions. I am on page 111. Uh, doing it by hand, and then typing it up as I finish each chapter, which is it's revisions, but it is a lot of rewriting. Like there's a fine line if there's even a line there. But it's differently a different pace than when I'm writing, and I've had to adjust to that. Rowan, real quick, what stage are you at in your process?
I am still on draft 1. I am on page 72 and chapter 6 of roughly 20.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Sam and Hector, I think, are telling us to get started. Well, let's just there we go. Perfect.
You want to say? We're back! Yay! Did you lose us? Oh no,
No,
Charlie.
I had to go to the I had to pause Taylor Swift, basically. My girl. And then I was in the middle of sending my mother a text, which she takes priority. Because of mom privileges.
Of course.
What did you get done that sprint?
What did I get done that sprint?
And also chat, what did you guys get done?
I wrote about 470 words.
Hell yeah.
Closer to 500, actually.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. During that, we had Laura sneak in and say hi. Laura's cleaning up herself and her room. She still has her Halloween costume on her bed. It's clean,
Real.
but still. Going to wash my sheets. Yay! Awesome. And hey guys, hi Bella. I got to about half of a page. I also moved my lamp from this side to this side. If you guys saw me like this at some point during that, that's what was happening. To try and improve my lighting setup without like turning on the hella lights. And then I texted my mother a little. And then so I was around halfway through 111, and now I'm on 112 at the top of it. A few lines in. I adjusted the griffin skin cloak to a hair comb. And in the story, the like griffin cub is like seeking it out, and originally it was the cloak, so it like nestled in the fur or in the feathers, but with the comb I'm like, okay, we're doing more of a magic than smell thing because it's made out of the parent's bones, so it's gonna like find it in Jason's robe, like curl up around it. So
That's really devastating.
him consequently. So yeah, the griffin cub.
Right now, I'm going through what you were going through at the beginning with Rye and seeing that burnt body and just like kind of grossing yourself out a little bit with what you're describing.
Yeah.
Right now, Elio is having a rough time because what he's describing as an mind surgery. Imogen's stitches like randomly open on her head, and he like watches them give her new ones and is the one who has a reasonable reaction by freaking out at that.
Yeah.
Because the other two have seen it happen so many times, and Elio can kind of tell, but he's like, you just gave her stitches in your kitchen, and everybody was just chill with that. I feel nauseous. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be part of this, actually.
And the next, I'm just struggling to get him to the next section because I'm like, he doesn't want to talk to Connor right now. He's terrified of what he just saw.
Yeah.
But I need them to go to a coffee shop together because I need them to talk.
Could he go to a coffee shop and then Connor show up and be like, hey, let's talk?
Oh, I guess I could. Oh, hello. Right now, Connor's trying to convince him. Elio's like, you're getting me back in that house. And Connor's like, well, then what do you expect? We need to talk. And Elio's like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, Elio can be like, I need space, and go to the coffee shop, and then Connor be like, oh yes, a great place to have a discussion about things that we definitely shouldn't be doing.
Honestly, likely place for him to be.
Yeah.
Connor is not the one you go to for logical planning reasons.
Hi, you're not gonna be our mastermind.
He follows directions, great, but he's not the one who's making the plans.
Yeah, and not everyone needs to be the person that makes the plans.
He's so pretty. No, he's more than that. He's also
a bitch. Yeah, and that's all he needs. Being a pretty, being a bitch. I just realized I can probably cut out some of this scene. Because originally it was supposed to be a like a little bit of a getting to know you scene, but then I'm gonna add in the whole date festival sequence, so I don't really need the getting to know you.
No, scene. Probably not.
And it's like kind of awkward and weird as it is right now. So I'm like, I can just get rid of it. So
I'm so excited to see where you are. I want to start editing. I can't start editing, but I want to. Editing is unironically my favorite part of the process.
God, I don't know. I enjoy it, and I also hate it at points. Because sometimes it's like, yes, I'm like, I can literally see I'm making it better, but then sometimes I'm like, am I just changing one type of crap to a different type of crap? Which I'm not.
No.
But it's still the like, is this working? And the fact that it is only still the second draft. But I'm doing like a hella edit.
You're doing a massive overhaul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of work, but like, as someone who is not writing it or editing it right now, it's very different from where you started.
Thanks. Thank you.
In a good way. Like,
yeah, no. That sounded really sarcastic, but thank you.
It's just my tone.
No, this is my tone. Yeah, I just, there's so much has changed. Not even like so much has changed story wise with the edit. I mean, like a lot has, but so much has changed line by line.
Yeah, I was gonna say the line by line quality is sort of shot up.
Yeah,
like, a lot.
Let's see. This is an example of a page for people.
I need everybody to know that I get a screenshot or just like a picture of one of those every couple of days, and I'm like, I have no idea how you can read. Be driven nuts.
Yeah, I am thinking of double spacing for the next draft.
I think you didn't double space.
No, I think it's 1.5.
I would double space single side, which is going to be 8 million pages.
No, I can't. That would be like 400 pages printed out. Not right now. Well,
oh yeah, your draft is going to be a lot longer than mine.
320 right now. So I'm like, I can't do that to the printer. Violence against printers. The printers are gonna like revolt and kill me or something. Next book idea: printers, writers.
Printer revolution.
Yeah, so that's the quality of content I'm putting out right now. The printer revolution. But let's see. Yeah, that's even a light page. Which is fun. It's fun. I'm having fun. I am. I sound so sarcastic. But like, this is the page I just did. Plus a page where I like fill things in. Like that's the.
I got nothing. That is crazy.
And that's a couple of those where I'm like, I put like A, B, C, D. Like there's one here, and then I think there's one down here, but I'm reading at a really weird angle. Where it's just like, oh, I need to add in more sentences, and I don't want to do it super cramped. So I'm just gonna pop over into a line sheet, to avoid being cramped.
That's crazy work, but okay.
Yeah, no, it works. Yeah, I probably should do double.
It's absolutely effective. Doesn't make it nuts.
But it will just be so big if I do double spaced. Fox said that's a mage's tomb with centuries of notes. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger binder. Like I had to end up taking, this is a 1-inch binder. I ended up having to take out chapters as I go because I'm adding in pages, like the actual loose leaf paper pages. And then also as I like separate each page and write on it, it just gets a little bit thicker from like the distortion of the page and stuff. And so it didn't fit in the binder anymore.
Tasty.
And to think when I first got it in the mail, because my dad printed it out for me, I was like, wow, it's a lot smaller than I thought. And then it was no longer.
And also, it's printed full size on an 8.5 by 11, correct? And
no size. In an actual book, it'll be.
That's the one thing I love about Scrivener is that they are in a novel format. It does automatically format it for you, so the page count is more accurate. Do really like that.
I don't think I could handle that because I'm already like so. It's so long. It's like a 400-page book, 500-page book. Right now, I think, just from like the calculation from word count. So it's fun, fancy and fresh. I think it's fine. It's just gonna be a little chunky. It deserves to be chunky.
Fantasy is on average a lot longer.
It is. It is
a lot more to set up.
And I saw this thing recently, like debut authors like are supposed to have smaller books, and that's not.
But that's
not happening for me. This is technically not my first book; it's my third.
Also, only true by genre.
No, I think like debut authors are supposed to like some publishers cut them off at a certain word count or something like that. I don't know. Right now I'm at 132,000 words, and that's
quite chunky.
Having edited a third of it and gained 12,000 words in that chunk. So I'll probably
wrong with a chunky book.
30 total, which will end me up at like 150. Potentially. Fox, Sam, and I have a little bet going on what my word count will be at the end, and the other two have to buy a cheesecake for the remaining, for the winner, whoever's closest.
I've been betting around 145.
Okay. Sam is 145. We've already passed. We haven't already passed mine, but we're in mine already, which is 130 to 135, which is just wrong. Fox is 172. I think. Yeah, no, mine's not gonna be accurate, like at all. But it's fine.
Which is crazy. Good on you. Like that's so impressive.
Thank you. I am a little worried about the length, but I'm trying not to worry about the length until I get to a point where I have to worry about the length. Like I'm gonna make it the best possible, and then if I do need to make it smaller, then I'll make it smaller. You know?
Yeah, that is not a second job problem.
No, it's not.
I think 145 is a good estimate.
Okay. I'd like to be under 150.
I think you could be. I think you will be if you want to.
I'm gonna keep writing it to make it the best as possible, and then if I need to make it smaller, if I'm like told by an editor or publisher that I need to make it smaller for them to publish me, I'll see what happens.
Yep. I think I'm going to end up somewhere around the 75,000
Yeah.
Total. It's because I have way less world building to do because mine's on Earth now. So that's a great place to start.
But Earth, nonetheless. Cool. All right, that brings us to our second sprint. This one is half an hour long, and we will see you guys on the other side.
Woohoo!
Hello, and welcome back.
Hello.
Hi. I got stuff done. What did I do? I got a little bit farther on the page. I'm like 2/3 of the way through it. And then I have like a little bit of an issue with one second. I have like something up. Sorry, I just clicked a button I really shouldn't have. Rowan, can you tell them about what you got done real quick?
Of course I can. I'm happy to tell them about what I did. I'm trying to decide if how many times passing out is too many times to pass out before halfway through the book. We're on pass out number 3, which is kind of a lot, but it's not natural. Like, I'm running off of the assumption, this is my book. I'm running off of the expectation that it's not natural and he's being like weakened, and so he's just being out of consciousness pretty regularly. But I don't know. Obviously, I can't say that. And I wonder if it's still reading as too fan fiction-y. Not that there's anything wrong with fan fiction-y, but like amateur fan fiction, where the only way you know how to change a scene is to have them go to sleep, but instead they're passing out.
Shots fired.
He's doing that, maybe a little too much, but I'm trying to find a way to make more natural that this is not a natural thing that's happening to him so frequently, but I can't say what it is just yet, just because that's like the crux of the book.
Yeah, I think okay, I'm giving up on that. I think doing that is because you do have a reason for it, even though you aren't revealing that reason until later. I think that would be fine, especially if you like have him be like, this is weird, or just like a little just something, like as long as you lay those lines of it being like a little like weird that he keeps passing.
There's been like passing reference of like he had never passed out or lost consciousness once before he got here, and now it's happened 3 times in the span of like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. Then
he did say like he doesn't know what's happening to him.
Then it's absolutely not fanfiction-y. Fanfiction-y, or I did this a lot in my first book. It's literally a running gag with my dad and I now. Every time a character passes out or gets knocked out, because I had Derek, my male lead, got knocked out so much. Like, so much. Where we like counted up all 3 books and like how many times the main cast gets knocked out or passes out, and it was like in the 30s. And a couple of them were like group knockouts, and there's like 5 or 6 of them. So like that stacked it up, but still. Eric was a large chunk of those knockout pass outs.
Concussion.
Yeah, literally. And he's not even the one. Like, Willow at least had like weird magic memory shit happening where she'd like get memories and pass out. No, he just gets hit in the head a lot. And he was like, should I start wearing a helmet? Like, that was within the text. I had him be like, but no, it sounds like what you're doing is just like, this is another piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm worried it's not like that.
It's your first draft.
I know. Don't remind me.
Yeah, so it's fine. Bro, you started this like a couple months ago. It's of course
I started this over the summer.
We're from a couple months ago.
I just thought I would be further along by now. I don't know why I thought I would have the first draft done by December. What was
Don't
happening?
even talk to me about thinking you'd be further along by
now. You did the same thing.
I know. We fucking
like,
delusional like 3 months ago. Being like, yeah, I'll finish the book by then. Girl, what?
You have been really dedicated. But I don't think anybody could have done that.
No, I don't know. Not for this behemoth. Not for the state it was in. And not with my experience level. That's the thing. I'm assuming that as I write more books, the revising time will get shorter and the writing time will get shorter and all that fun stuff that comes with building up a skill and a process and that fun stuff.
But it's so annoying.
Yeah. What do you mean? I don't sit down and immediately like type out a bestseller, and then I can just like publish my first draft, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, you're amazing! I've never read anything like this. Here's $1 million billion." Yeah. Me at 11, starting writing, thinking that's gonna happen. Still not knowing how to spell torture, spelling it Torcher. And yes, 11-year-old word seems. Actually, I was 10, but
one of those words for me. I've never once spelled rhythm correctly on the first try ever.
Yeah, RHY. No.
I always want to put RY.
Yeah.
I have never once spelled that word correctly, and I don't think I ever will.
No, I believe. I've never spelled believe right. It's not a hard word. It's just the I and the E. Every time I think about it, I get it wrong. And when I don't think about it, I also get it wrong. Same with thief and field.
Thief. Yeah, the I's are hard. You would think being authors, we would be better at spelling.
No.
Also, you might have seen, if you go back on the replay, there was one moment where I like look up from typing and I go, oh, just seeing the amount of typos that I just made. Almost the entire sentence was underlined and read. I didn't think I was that bad at typing. Yeah, very bad.
Like I miss keys all the time. Every time I type from, I type form, and every time I type form, I type from.
I miss a lot of letters.
Kind of.
I put them in the.
My dad tells his students that the 2 worst spellers he knows are a writer and a lawyer, which is me and my mom, to make me feel better about misspelling. And I'm like, yeah, now all your like little children that you teach know I'm a terrible speller. It's
bad.
It's fine.
You don't need to be good at spelling to be a writer.
No, that's why we have editors and spell check.
God bless spell check, because if I was doing this on a typewriter, I would never be able to use a typewriter simply because I would never make a good enough first run through. It would never be legible. I need the backspace.
Yeah, doing a typewriter but not writing it by hand first, at least, it's a lot.
Which is a shame because I love the sound they make. I would love one just because just the sound would motivate me to type. But
there's like this fucking like keyboards that you can hook up to your computer, and it only tells you like the last line or last 2 words you wrote. So you're supposed to like type in without like obsessing over double checking and editing and stuff. And I could never do that because I need to look back and be like, okay, what have I said so far?
Yeah, I don't remember what I just.
It's like a TikTok, like how to get productive. And if it helps you, that's fantastic. But it feels like a scam because like if you seriously can't see what you're typing, put a piece of paper on your screen, close out of the tab.
Yeah.
Like, turn off your monitor. Like there are options other than buying a new thing. Just
capitalism. Sometimes I have put sticky notes on the screen just to hide it just a little bit. But you need to buy a contraption for that.
Yeah.
There's this amazing invention called paper. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah. We're just gonna be, hello, welcome to WIP Wednesday, where Rowan and I are bitches.
I'm a bitch every day. Thank you very much. You know this about me.
Yeah, and I love it. Yeah, so sometimes I'm like, I wish there was a little thing that I could buy to make everything easier. That's not how it works.
You do. Your ADHD medication. That's what you buy.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's quite expensive too. Oh, that's good.
For me, it's a little pastry when I go out because I get so much work done when I feel like people are watching me. Why do you think I'm so productive on these sprints?
I'm watching you. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Even just sitting in Sam's server and then sitting in working chill and turning on the camera.
Turning on the camera makes me so not anxious, but like I have to be productive because people are watching.
Yeah, because even if there's no one else there, there's the possibility that someone else might pop in at any time and see you goofing off.
Yeah, it's like chat is seeing. Chat, are you seeing me on my phone? I had to throw my phone over there because of chat can't see my phone. They can't know I'm a screen reader.
Oh my god, the Merlin subreddit popped up.
Merlin?
Merlin.
How is my scrunkly?
Arthur using a modern flint and steel. Well, look. They didn't have a great budget.
They did not.
They did not. Yeah, they still made absolute cinema.
One of the shows of all time.
Like
one
that
of the
one
most
time,
shows of all time.
There's a like siren type creature and it's enchanting all of the men, but it doesn't enchant Gwen or Merlin. And Gwen's like, there's something about you, Merlin. Like, what is it? And it's supposed to be that he has magic, but it just reads him being gay. Like, there's no way Gwen didn't leave that being like, Merlin doesn't like women. Because it's really
also true.
He is
separate truth.
Yeah. But it's like imagining any part of that show. I saw one thing, it was the troll episodes where it was edited, where it's just Arthur's scenes. So it's just like Arthur going about life, and then Merlin being like, your stepmother's a troll, and Arthur being like, what are you talking about? And all the comments and everything is like, Arthur's being like not believing any of Merlin's bullshit makes so much more sense from this perspective. This man has no idea what's going on most of the time.
Merlin, what the fuck are you talking about? The show.
Yeah, and then Merlin being like, you just have to trust me, and Arthur being like, you're literally not telling me anything.
I feel bad for him sometimes. That guy.
I love it so much. I love that show so much. It's so good. Anyways, I can't get on my Merlin shit right now.
We'll get on our Merlin shit later.
Yeah. Definitely want to get a Merlin tattoo. Top contenders are the Mortius flower and then the like markings on Excalibur.
That would go with your other tattoo.
I know. I was like, maybe I can get it on the other forearm, like get it on this one. Because I have Percy Jackson on this one. But I don't know. I also don't know what the stuff on Excalibur means, so I would have to like do research into that first. It might just, I don't think it just says Excalibur. It might be nonsense, and I'm okay if it's nonsense. That's funny, but I want to make sure it's not like God, Jesus. Because I don't
think Excalibur says God, Jesus.
Well, if they like took it from some old British text, but like the wrong type of old British text, then it's more of like the Christian Catholic than the pagan stuff. Anyways, the next sprint, we're on our third sprint,
yes,
I believe. Yep.
Yes,
And it's another half an hour. Get
Woohoo!
stuff done. Woo!
Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What did you get done?
Quite a bit. I was much more productive that sprint. 400 words.
You're productive the first sprint as well. I made a cup of tea in my Daily Planet mug.
Cute.
And then I finished page 112 and then got on to page 113 and figuring out how this scene was like when I wrote it was the first time I really saw Jason's voice, and it's not quite the voice that he ended up with. So I'm adjusting that a bit, and also it's one of the things that like intrigued Jason about Rye was the way he reacts to the scene that he walks in on. Like, Rye pauses, practically gaping at the sight Jason must make. The esteemed crown prince, half sprawled in the dirt with a griffin cub tucked into his shredded robes. And then a peal of laughter is what he gets in response.
That's really
yeah.
Rye versus laughing at stuff.
What?
If there's one thing we can count on Rye to do, it's to laugh at mostly inopportune times.
Yeah, because like, what else is he gonna do? Cry? Yeah. Okay,
he's only got those two options, really.
Laura says bed has been cleared off, blankets in the wash, sheets are next, 2 loads of clothes done, hair washed, cardboard collapsed and taken out, books put away, scented candles lit. Go you. Sam has popped in. I did harass her. I did a lot this morning and took a small migraine coma as I can relate.
You are wont to do.
Laura says time to go to my work Christmas party. Wish me luck. Good luck.
Ooh,
if
good
you
luck,
already left. Sending you luck. Okay. Sam said, now I am being made to watch Fern Gully again. I showed it to my unwell daughter last night.
Fern Gully?
Does she want to watch it again? Isn't it like The Secret of Fern Gully?
I've never heard of it.
Oh.
I didn't watch movies growing up.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's a fairy movie. I think it's fairies? Yeah.
Love a fairy.
Sam says, good luck, Laura. And I read some and emotionally prepared myself for more momming soon. Momming. Does the child want to watch Fern Gully for the second time in 2 days, or does a different child want to watch it and felt left out from not watching it before? I'm guessing it's the same child wanting to watch it again. Because vibes. I would have popped in without harassment. I just needed to finish after school momming. Yes, yes. Let me do my heckling. Yeah, I was gonna like setting my goal for today. I was like, well, maybe I'll get to this point. And I'm like, I'm not getting to that point. My head hurts. I had a really bad migraine 2 days ago, so I'm still coming down from that. Yeah. So
I'm trying to get to the end of this chapter. Not this chapter, this scene.
One watch chapter. End of the chapter?
Yeah, end of the scene. I'm so far away from the end of the chapter, but I would like to get to the end of the coffee scene. They are in the coffee shop. Connor followed him there. Is it dumb if I make the reason that Elio forgot he had his Snapchat location turned on?
No, that's not weird. I mean, it might
be the reason
outdated soon.
That's why it's funny. Like, he remembered to turn it off. Like, he stopped sharing his location because he didn't want the government knowing where he was, but he still left it on Snapchat because who the fuck uses Snapchat?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it still might be a little outdated soon. Like 5 years. The kids aren't going to be using Snapchat.
No, probably not. But
it works.
Nobody uses Snapchat now already.
No, you could do like a Snapchat fake. Like something that's not Snapchat. But for now, it's fine as Snapchat.
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm willing to come up with new. I've already name dropped Dunkin' Donuts because this is set in Massachusetts.
Dunkin' Donuts is timeless, so.
And that's so important. Dunkin' Donuts is so important to the world building.
Sam explains Ferngully is a movie essentially about pollution and deforestation of the rainforest, how that is bad and we should not, using rainforest fairies and a human who gets shrunk down to the size. The village is personification of pollution, voiced by Tim Curry, and has a song about pollution that has no business being as sexy as it is.
That's how they get you with the pollution. They make it sexy. They're luring the people into
sexy.
They're throwing you into pollution by making it sexy. They're like, oh, this is sexy. I want to do pollution now.
They're polluting you with horniness.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. They're coming for the children. Their voices. Yeah. I got to the point where I'm like, they're actually talking about the cloak now, and it's not a cloak anymore, so I have to change that. The villain is the personification of pollution.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you know, the fairy village.
Definitely the village that is one collective.
Yeah, the village is personified.
The village.
The people of the village personified by.
Is
I've had to admit that working on revising, it takes a lot more mental energy to work on revising takes a lot more mental energy than just straight up writing or outlining, I feel like. And so I'm like, ooh, definitely muscles. It literally physical muscles. My hand is sore, but brain muscles. Sam says, in my opinion, Rowan, while it could make sense to make up your own app, it's perfectly fine for your novel to date itself with current pop culture. Yeah. I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. And also anyone our age or around our age, give or take 5 years, maybe even 10 giving, we'll be like, yeah, Snapchat. We know what that is.
Yeah, and even if
you don't, on what your target audience is and all that stuff.
And even if they don't, most people now know that places use your location if you let them.
Yeah. Even if some kid in 20 years is like, wow, Snapchat, a made-up app, and all of us old people die internally, but we'll be like 40. Actually, no. I'll proudly claim being old at 42 and a half or whatever. I turned.
But yes, revising is so hard.
But I'll be like, hell yeah, Snapchat. It's good that you think it's fictional. That means people aren't being predators towards children on there anymore. Yeah. Sam says revising uses more brain power than drafting. Yes, and I hate it.
You're having to do a logic puzzle.
I feel like it should use less.
Well, no, you're doing a logic puzzle where you both have to come up with the pieces and put the pieces in the right order.
Literally, oh my god, there was earlier this paragraph. I didn't outline this scene much. I remember that. So when I wrote it, I was like mostly making stuff up as I went. And I literally was just like moving sentences around like Legos. I'm like, this is not how a flow of description goes, or like thought or anything. I'm like, what are you doing? You're just idea, and then let's go back to that, and then go back to that. I'm like, girl, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Fine. Sam has claimed to be an ancient immortal since my mid-20s. Since her mid-20s. Yeah, you have.
I've gotten that since I was a child. Apparently I winked that I was like ancient since I was a child. Apparently I winked before I was like physiologically supposed to be able to. Like, okay, Rowan's been here for a while. did I just give birth to ancient immortal demon? Maybe.
Your eyelashes got caught and they're like, oh my god, witch!
Yeah, apparently I would like wink.
That's
and
funny.
I would like, I apparently had this glare when I was a baby that would make people move away from me in the waiting room. Which I think is very on brand.
My little brother didn't figure out how to smile until like way too late. So he'd be like,
late is way too late?
7.
That's crazy.
Or like his smile was always like weird. And so all of his baby pictures, we can like, my mom has one of those like iPad picture tablet things where it goes through pictures.
Yeah, the digital photo frames.
And you can always tell which baby it is. Well, my older brother and I are kind of like similar, but my little brother is the one that can't smile. Yeah, where that's super funny, I think. Say Legos with an S.
Legos?
Legos.
What?
I just got harassed for saying Legos with an S. Because they're Legos.
They are Legos. Multiple Legos.
The company is Lego. And they are Legos.
Yeah, the company Lego makes Legos.
Mm-hmm.
Lego started not to sound like a word anymore.
It doesn't. You leave your brother alone. No. I'm going to harass my little brother.
Your brother's catching.
He's like
on the WIP
setting marathon, or not marathon, track records, and is like 6 million feet tall. He's like 6'4" or something. And he's like buff and stuff. And I'm like, what? Where did this come from? Where's the nerdy little kid with glasses and braces? So
he's in here.
Is he? There's too much muscle between that and the outer appearance. And he speaks like Batman. To be fair, he spoke like Batman since he was like 13. I remember going to Simon's Rock and then getting on the phone and thinking my older brother was home from college early because of how deep my little brother's voice was. And I was only going at college for like 2 weeks at that point. I was like, what happened?
I can't imagine.
Apparently there's a lot of sexy songs in Fern Gully that should be sexy. I
feel like I need to watch Fern Gully now.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to go back and watch Fern Gully. We have to watch Stranger Things first. We have 5 seasons to get through. We watched 2 episodes.
You
don't look like you want to watch it.
It'll be fun.
Do you not want to watch it? I want to watch it so I can read the fanfiction.
I want to watch it. It's like I'm at the base of the mountain staring up at the mountain.
Yeah. It's like 60 hours or something like that. Which
that's absolutely crazy.
If I was binging on my own, but because we're binging together and the way our schedules interact, and also you're muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
the way our schedules interact is we can only watch 2 episodes at a time, and then it's like, do we want to do this?
Watch more at a time. I just need to start earlier.
Yeah.
If we start at like 8 p.m. my time, we could maybe watch 4.
Yeah.
If we had it in us.
And
how many episodes are this season? Like 8 million?
How many episodes a season?
This is before they were doing 8 episodes a season.
No, it's like 8 episodes a season. Or like 12, maybe. I'm looking this up now.
Really?
It's not very many. But some of the episodes are like an hour and 45 minutes.
That is a movie. That's
that is in fact a movie. Netflix.
Understand what is happening to television? Why do we only get 4 episodes per season and each episode is 3 hours? Why?
Well, I kind of like because you got to do a different type of structure. No, season 1 is 8 episodes.
Really?
And then 2 is 9. 3 is 8. Oh, but they're only like 1 hour. Actually, never mind. I lied. They're more than 1 hour. Oh my god. The last episode of season fucking 4 is 2 hours and 22 minutes. That's insane.
That's a feature film. That's a feature film.
All the rest of them are over an hour long.
Dude.
That is insane, actually. What the fuck?
I'll see you on the other side.
Episodes should be 45 minutes or 22, because there's half hour and hour long. Anyways, I think it's fun, but also terrible. Okay.
Terrifying.
This is a wrap-up stream. Finish what you were working on if possible.
And there see it. That went really fast.
The 15 minutes always go so fast because of the portions for everything else.
Yeah, my momentum is like great.
Fellas, is it okay to stare at a man as he laughs and just stare, and that's it?
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for a word. Okay, so the peal of laughter without a hint of blank leaves Jason off balance as Rye hunches over, clutching his stomach. It takes a moment for the laughter to subside, only for the eyes to meet and Rye's cackling again. He flaps a hand, like through the air or something like that. Sorry. He steadies himself with a deep breath, his mouth curling the edges of his soft-looking lips and fanning his eyelashes into crescent moons. I was not expecting to see a prince like. He snorts and Jason wants to be offended. There's a leaf in your hair. I read the whole paragraph because I wanted to. But the peal of laughter without a hint of malice or mockery, because like he is kind of making like he thinks it's funny, but it's not like okay, because it's not like looking down on it. It's just it is funny because Jason's literally sitting there, leaves all through his hair because he like got knocked back onto the wet leaves. His like back is wet, although I can't see that. His robes are like torn up in the front from the little griffin like curling in. And
malice.
It's silly, and Rye's had a really shit couple of days.
It's just a tasteful hint of mockery.
Yeah. I'm laughing at you, but I'm laughing at you because this is bringing me joy, not because of your detriment.
Yes.
Sam said, I like this format though. Supernatural had 22 to 25 episodes a season, all 1 hour long. They were all 45 minutes long because they were streaming on a major cable network, which means they needed those 15 minutes for commercials. And I think, as a writer, I like the freedom. As a writer, I fucking love the freedom that comes with streaming, and the fact that like my thesis, my pilot episode, is over an hour. It's over 60 pages because it could be, but on a cable network or something, it would never get made because it's about gay people. But for streaming, it can go, like, if it needs to go a little bit over that 45 minutes or 51 minutes was like pressing it for a lot of these older shows for hour-long time slots. It could. And I love that freedom. I love the fact that, like, they can change the way a story, they can have an arc of an episode based on what story needs to be told in that episode, not based on what time it is. But I do think a 2 hour and 22-minute episode is a lot. It's a lot. You could just do part 1 and part 2. If they're coming out at the same time, people are going to hit play to the next episode. And I know, like, there's no reason for it to be 2 episodes because people can just hit pause. But I'm just like, it's a lot. I don't know. It's bizarre to me. Pure Blank Gamer, do you have an opinion on this? Because you also know about TV stuff.
Also, Supernatural, would love to say way too long. Should not have been as long as it was. No. They ran out of
also, it was way too long, and I wish it was 10 more seasons so that I could work on it. Literally, part of one of my first things when I like started thinking about going into the film industry rather than just novel writing is I want to work on Supernatural. And then it ended when I was in college, which it shouldn't have lasted long enough for me to get out here. But God, I wish it did. Pure Brain Gamer, hello CB, hello Sam, and then corrects
I'm
it later.
Sam.
Oh, sorry, Rowan. Lurking from work, hope you're both doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Sorry we couldn't hang out before the Christmas break. It's a cooldown sprint. I know. No, but I'm bad at. Okay, so I was gonna do a cooldown sprint, and then I had an idea, So I was doing a cooldown sprint, and I was thinking about how the Ivory Wood borders the capital city and the wall, and how I have a throwaway line for the reason they have to stay the night when they first arrive in the capital in like a shitty inn is because outside the capital city, ever since Cyrus's reign, they're for big events. He hasn't set up the same like guard and like safe little campsites out there that previous emperors did for big events. And then I was like, oh, they exit the walls all of the fucking time and don't run into any issues. So I was like, it's kind of just like I say a thing for a thing to happen and then we never run into that again. So I made down a note. I was like, hey, what are times for this to either come up again or like actually run into danger? I don't think they're actually going to run into danger, but I think when they're leaving the capital for the final time, I think they might like see some danger and have to go around it or something like that. Like I don't need another fight scene, but I can have something there. Anyways, and then I was like, okay, let me look at the paragraph. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm kind of stuck here with a peal of laughter, and I was like, a peal of laughter erupts from him. I was like, I don't love that, especially because I used erupt on the previous page, and it's such a specific word. And then this branded. Okay. Sam said bemused, gentle bemusement. Yeah, he is bemused, but I'm using the opposite, so like without a hint of, because he is bemused. As long as it flows well, I don't mind a finale being double length of a regular episode. Yeah. I don't mind it, but I think it's interesting. Like, why? Rather than just doing a part 1 and a part 2. But then again, there's no reason to do a part 1 and part 2 when you have that freedom. So I don't know. But I would love to sit down and compare like the length of a season, like minute-wise, a season of Stranger Things, because that's what we're talking about, or a season of Supernatural. Because like, yeah, there's only 8 episodes in Stranger Things, but some of those episodes, or a lot of those episodes, like an hour and a half. And so if you divide them into 45-minute episodes, that would still be the like, how much would it actually end up with people being like, oh, media these days are so much shorter, or like, why are seasons only 8 episodes? And like, what are the actual minutes that we're getting of story? Including like recaps and like credits and stuff like that, because that has to take up those 45 minutes. But yeah, anyways. Also, Rowan, I'm watching Supernatural with my oldest. We are in season 4, Bebe. Still in the OG planned flood arc. Yes.
And then it goes crazy. Because you can tell in Supernatural specifically when they started running out of ideas.
Well, you can tell when Eric Kripke is like, oh, that's it. I planned for 5 seasons, guys. We did my arc.
And
I said
and then he's gone, and they're like, what do we do now? You can tell. I was actually watching a video essay about it the other day. You can tell when they stopped having a vision for where they wanted to go.
Oh yeah, they're like literally like scrambling for ideas. It feels like, for the last 10 seasons. No, there are some seasons within the last 10 seasons. Like there are some arcs that are like, oh, that's good, but a lot of them, they had so many different showrunners and writers and different plans and just like random, like different takes on the characters, like wildly different ones. Like sometimes characters will be horribly sexist, or like in one episode, Dean says a bunch of like pedophile-esque lines about high school girls when they're like in a high school, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? And it's just wild.
Weird.
Yeah. So yeah, appeal of laughter first. Yeah, I figured it out, but I was just not liking the way I was writing it, or how it was. So I was being dramatic. Me dramatic never. But thank you for joining WIP Wednesday, Rowan, in Sam's stead, and thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. I hope people got stuff done. What is your final like got stuff done for the day?
My final got stuff done for the day. I got past a section of the chapter that was really, really bothering me for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I wrote, I want to say about 1,000 words. Oh, 1,500. Jeez.
I'm like, I think you got more than 1,000. Yeah.
1,500.
Yeah.
That's a lot for me. I
got two words or 2 words edited, 2 pages edited. And then I have to go pick up groceries, and then I want to say I'm gonna work some when I come back, but that would be a lie, because I'm sleepy. But maybe I'll do something.
I think I'm going to read Storm's Heir later. I don't want to work on my thing, but I don't want to not make use of this motivation streak.
Yeah, I would love for you to read Storm's Heir. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just
find out.
Like play around my outline or my language or something. Yeah. All right. Bye. Thank you guys for joining us.
Bye.